So here, Lightways Diversified Group Incorporation has the following subsidiary companies. The first problem is Bambang has received a proposal from Metro Bank to establish a lockbox system to accelerate the receipt of 500 million pesos annually on 1 million checks. By its own analysis, Bambang believes such a system would decrease total float by 3 days. If Bambang can earn 8% before taxes on the released funds, what is the maximum that Bambang should be willing to pay the bank per check for the service? So we're gonna use the formula to compute the cost of service. So let's just say CS equals total receipt per annum. So because it's 1 year, we're gonna divide it to 365 days. And we're gonna get the return. So we're gonna multiply it to the percentage of return. Let's just say R% times flotation days. So because the problem is asking what is the cost of service per check, so we will divide it into number of checks. So this will be total receipt per annum is equal to 500 million. We're gonna divide it to 365 days and multiply to the percentage, that is 8%. So we're gonna put 0.08 and multiply to flotation days equals to 3 days. And we're gonna divide all of this into 1 million. So that will be 500. Gonna calculate it in full amount, so you will see the exact amount coming, divided by 365 days. So that will be this one, 1,369,863.01 multiply to 0.08. This is the amount, and multiply to 3 days for flotation days. So it will come into 328,767.12 over, we're gonna over to 1 million divided by 1 million. So that will be equal to 0.328. So let's just round it off to 0.33. So that's it. That is our answer. The total cost per check for the service that Bambang should be willing to pay is 0.33 pesos or 33 centavos. So let's go to the second problem. Doroteo is a distributor of infant apparel. The company expects to receive 100,000 checks during the coming year, totaling into 18 million pesos. BPI has offered to install a lockbox system at the charge of 20 centavos or 0.20 pesos per processed check. If Doroteo is able to earn 5% before tax on additional funds, what is the minimum amount of total float days that must be saved to make the system worthwhile? So we're having the same problem in here, but this time we're looking for the total float days. So what we're gonna do is we'll multiply the cost per check into the total number of checks. so that we will get the total cost per check. So that will be equals to total receipts per annum equals to divided by into 365 days, multiply into the returns percentage, multiply to float days. So here, this will be our X. So total cost per check is 0.2 times 100,000 checks. So that will be 20,000 equals to total receipt per annum is 18 million over 365 times 0.05 because that's the percentage, and we're gonna multiply it to X, which is the flotation days. So let us compute this one first. Is 18 million divided by into 365 days. This is the total into here. We're gonna multiply it to 5%. So that will be 2465.75x. So based on the mathematics, our high school math, we're gonna divide this in order to get the x. So 20,000 divided by 465.75. Same on this side. This will be eliminated. So 20,000 divided by 2465.75. It will be x equals to 8.11 approximately. So we're gonna round it up. That will be x equals to 8 days. So in number 2, the minimum amount of float days will be 8 days. Let's move to question number 3. Vito Cruz expects to have 5 million pesos in credit sales during the coming year, in spite of a national distributing system or remittances are sent to the head office. A proposed system can eliminate 3 days of float, releasing funds which, when invested, will earn 7%. What annual savings can Vito Cruz expect if the system is implemented? In this problem, we are looking for the annual savings that Mr. Vito Cruz should expect. Let's move to question number 3. Vito Cruz expects to have 5 million pesos in credit sales during the coming year, in spite of a national distributing system or remittances are sent to the head office. A proposed system can eliminate 3 days of float, releasing funds which, when invested, will earn 7%. What annual savings can Vito Cruz expect if the system is implemented? In this problem, we are looking for the annual savings that Mr. Vito Cruz should expect. So this time, what is given is the credit sales, and what we are looking for is the annual savings that Mr. Vito Cruz can expect if this system gets implemented. So given the annual credit sales of 5 million, we're gonna divide it into 365 days, And the answer will be multiplied into 7%, which we're gonna put 0.07, and flotation days of 3 days. So that will be equal to 5 million divided by 365. So this 13,698.63 is the amount that we are expecting to have the sales per day. So that will be multiplied into 7%. 958 is the return per day. Gonna multiply it to 3 days. So that will be 2,876.71 approximately. So this is the answer. What annual savings can Vito Cruz expect if the system is implemented? He can expect an annual savings of 2,876.71 approximately. Question number 4. Libertad expects to have credit sales of 18 million this year. BDO is offering Libertad a lockbox system for 1,000 pesos per month. Libertad estimates that the new lockbox system will reduce float by 5 days. What rate of return must Libertad earn on its trading securities to make it worthwhile for the company to institute this lockbox system? And this problem, we are looking for the percentage of return. So given the credit sales per year of 18 million pesos divided by into 365 days, multiply into the percentage, so we're gonna put it as X, multiply to flotation days of 5 days. So they already gave the cost, which is 1,000 per month, but we are calculating an annual basis, so we're gonna make it 1,000 times 12 months. That will be equal to 12,000. So let's calculate. 18 million divided by 365 days, that will be 49,315.06 is our daily credit sales that we expect into 5 days of flotation. So that will be 246,575.34 X. This is the percentage. So we're gonna divide this to 246, 575.34, 246, 575.34. This will be eliminated. 12,000 divided by 246, 575.34 will be so that will be equal to 0.048466, and we're gonna multiply it to 100 because it's a percentage. So X equals to 4.87, that is rounded up, percent approximately. So that answers our question number 4. Libertad must earn a return of 4.87%. Let us move to question number 5. Lawton expects to generate sales of 44 million pesos in the coming year. Lawton has estimated that it takes an average of 3 days for payments to reach their central office and additional 2 days to process the payments. What is the opportunity cost of the funds tied up in the mail and processing? Lawton uses 360-day year in all calculation and can invest free funds at 6%. So, in question number 5, we're looking for the opportunity cost. So, opportunity cost will have a formula. Total sales expected per annum equals to 360 days, because Lawton is using 360-day calculation in a year, multiplied into 6%, and number of days for mail and processing. So mailing is 3 days plus 2 days of processing, that will equal to 5 days. So this will be equal to 44 million divided by 360 days multiplied to 6% multiplied to 5 days. Okay, let's calculate. 44 million divided by 360 days. This is expected sales per day multiplied to 6% and multiplied to 5 days. So it will come 36,666 6.67. It's rounded off to 67. So this answer our question number 5. Lawton is expecting opportunity cost amount of 36,666.67 approximately. Let us move to question number 5. Lawton expects to generate sales of 44 million pesos in the coming year. Lawton has estimated that it takes an average of 3 days for payments to reach their central office and additional 2 days to process the payments. What is the opportunity cost of the funds tied up in the mail and processing? Lawton uses 360-day year in all calculation and can invest free funds at 6%. So, in question number 5, we're looking for the opportunity cost. So, opportunity cost will have a formula. Total sales expected per annum equals to 360 days, because Lawton is using 360-day calculation in a year, multiplied into 6%, and number of days for mail and processing. So mailing is 3 days plus 2 days of processing, that will equal to 5 days. So this will be equal to 44 million divided by 360 days multiplied to 6% multiplied to 5 days. Okay, let's calculate. 44 million divided by 360 days. This is expected sales per day multiplied to 6% and multiply into 5 days. So it will come 36,666.67. It's rounded off to 67. So this answer our question number 5. Lawton is expecting opportunity cost amount of 36,666.67 approximately. Question number 6. Hilmori Company has material that has a 7 peso per meter carrying cost per year. This textile is used at a rate of 25,000 meters per year and ordering costs are 5 pesos per order. Let's find two things. A is what is the economic order quantity for this fabric? This is the EOQ. And letter B, what are the annual inventory cost for this company if it orders this quantity? Let's calculate letter A first. So our formula to get the EOQ is equal to square root of 2 times T times P all over to C. D stands for the demand, P stands for the ordering cost, and C stands for the carrying cost. So that will be square root of 2 multiplied to the demand. So they say the textile is used at the rate of 25 meters per year. It means 25,000 is the demand multiplied to the ordering cost of 5 pesos all over to be divided with carrying cost of 7 pesos. Okay, so let's compute. 2 times 25,000 times 5, 250,000 all over 7. So that will be 35,714.28, and let's get the square root of this one. It will come into 188.98 meters. So our EOQ or economic order quantity will be 188.98 meters. Okay, letter B, let's calculate the letter B on another page. Let's just note that our EOQ is equal to 188.98. So our formula to get the annual inventory cost will be total carrying cost plus total ordering cost. So to get the total carrying cost, we have to divide our EOQ into 2 and multiply it to the cost per meter. So that is 7. Okay, 188.98 divided by into 2 multiplied to 7. So 661.43 pesos is our total carrying cost. On the other hand, let's calculate total ordering cost here. To calculate total ordering cost, we have to divide to 25,000. This is the demand all over to our EOQ 0.98 and multiply to cost per order. So that is 5 pesos. So 25,000 over 188.98 multiplied to 5 we will have 661.45. So let's just round this off. So now we can add the total carrying cost and total ordering cost, this one and this one. So 661.45 plus 661.43, we will have the total annual inventory cost of 1,322.88 approximately. Question number 7. There are weaknesses associated with several assumptions of EOQ model employed by Santolan. What are these weaknesses? There are some disadvantages of EOQ model based on assumptions. So first is steady demand. Assumption of steady demand of a business product and availability of items to be restocked. EOQ does not account for any seasonal or economic fluctuations. Second assumption, fixed cost of inventory units, ordering charges, and holding charges. So this inventory model requires continuous monitoring of inventory levels. Number 3, or the third assumption is they have only one product business. So this is limited into the assumption that they have only one product business. So the formula does not allow for combining several products in the same order. These are the assumptions or weaknesses associated with EOQ model employed by Santolan or other businesses.